What's going on, guys? My name is Renegade. Today we're here for AQW Q&A. We're going to be on episode 12 today. Before we get into the video, if you guys could leave any of your questions when I ask me for future episodes of this in the comment section down below. While you're down there, if you guys could also leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, that'd be great. Other than that, let's get into the questions for this week. Alright, so our first question this week is coming from It's Nemo. They asked, my question is, if you could bring back one rare item, what would it be and why? Thanks for your time, Nemo. So I think I've answered the question already in the past, but I probably will have a different answer, to be honest. I generally just think of these answers off the top of my head. And this got one upvote, which is more than normal, so, you know, I might as well answer it. So my rare item I'd probably bring back would have to be that... What's that weapon called? That was the one. It's one of the ones that Zeraldo uses as one of his weapons. One of his main, his main set, his main weapon that he has, his personal weapon, is a combination of two weapons. The first one, the one that came up first, is the one that I'd bring back. I don't know the name of it, but it is a weapon that Zeraldo uses. Yeah, I just really like the look of it overall, and I think it's a really cool item. So I don't know. I'd probably bring back that. Our next question is coming from Boom Snore. They asked, what's the most fun boss you've ever fought? Now, this is boss, it's in like an underwater area. I believe you fight it in the time, what is it called? The Chronospan Saga. It's a big boss and it has like various effects and stuff that come up. I really enjoyed that fight. I can't remember what it's called, I'm sorry, but it's a boss that you fight in the time, sorry, it's the Chronospan, I believe that's the name of it. Saga, and you essentially fight this monster. It's a big underwater boss. I believe it's the second room within like this one area. I don't know, I guess I really liked how detailed the area was. The boss itself was really well designed. It had a lot of health, so it was really difficult to fight. It had a couple of effects that would come up. I just really found that a memorable boss fight, so I'd probably think that was the most fun boss fight I'd ever done. These questions are coming from Tony Tazzini, or Tazzini, I don't know, I think that's right. They asked, what kind of music do you listen to? I'd probably say I listen to a lot of like electronic music, but I'd probably say the genre that I'm really getting into right now is probably electronic funk. His next question is sneakers or flip-flops. We actually call them jandals in New Zealand, but I know what jandals in New Zealand. I know what you mean though. I'd probably go with sneakers. I don't know. I just don't really like using jandals. Or flip-flops. They're just kind of annoying to wear, I guess. Do you think of getting any tattoos? Nope, I really don't like them at all. What's my favorite drink? I'd probably say coffee, swag, or YOLO. I don't know. Do I have to pick one? 1v1 or 8v8? In AQW, probably 8v8. Cinema or DVD? Cinema. Dogs or cats? Cats. Favorite YouTuber? Total Biscuit. Do you drink energy drinks? Yes, I do. And I love the way you say, well, thank you. Well, thank you. Our next question is coming from Kat. They asked, do you care for the new saga? The Throne of Darkness saga? Yeah, I really like it. I think it's really awesome. The writing is really unique and interesting, and the whole theme is pretty cool, and how they like going back to the table and everything. I really like it so far. When are you getting Necrotic Sword of Doom? I don't really have any interest in getting it, to be honest. And if you could make your own class, what would it be? I don't really know about like design or like abilities, I guess, but I'd probably say something Nulgath, because I'm a Nulgath fan. But then again, I kind of feel bad for people who are with the good factions, so I'm gonna go with a good themed class for that one. I don't really know specifically, maybe like a Lightcaster class or something like that. I don't know. They're probably gonna make that in the future though. That'd be cool. And then they said waffles for the win. And Kat, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. I'm gonna say pancakes for the win. Should I bring back? You know what? I'm gonna bring back the straw poll. Top link of the description is gonna be a straw poll. Click on that link and you can vote for waffles versus pancakes. Yeah, we're gonna settle this one once and for all. Our next question is coming from Slip. Hey Renegade, do you think they should make a color custom Naval Commander for the next Talk Like a Pirate Day? I'd go with no on this one. I'd rather that they created new stuff rather than having a color custom Naval Commander. Like other Commander armors, I really like the way that they're generally designed. The base Commander, Naval Commander sort of theme is really cool, and the way they build off of that is always really cool to see. So if they were just to add a color custom version, I'd find it quite disappointing, and also it would limit what they could do in the future in terms of recolors. or like something, because I like recolors when they go do a recolor and then they add on to it, whereas they're kind of limiting the way that they can do that. If they make a color custom Naval Commander, they'd have to add on maybe too much, or they might not be able to do that in the future if they made a color custom version, so I'm going to go with no for this one. Dizzy AE asks, do you think they should add in guild challenges, kill certain bosses, or PvP based challenges, and then you would earn guild XP to level up the guild? I really like this idea. Like, I think this is a really, really cool idea, especially when they add the server rewrite and they are able to add more functionality and stuff to the game. The guild city idea, I wasn't there for when that was a thing. I believe that was when I wasn't playing AQW, but the general gist of it, what I drew from it was that what I sort of see now, like looking back on it, is that it was like a way for there to be like a guild hub, and you have a guild hub and it's with all the other guilds and you can see all the other guild hubs and such. I don't know if that's the way it was, but either way, that's a cool idea. You could have like your own guild hub and you could level it up, you could get more stuff for it, people could earn XP and gold and stuff for it, a bit like how in Warframe you can get your dojo, your clan or your guild dojo in Warframe. The same sort of idea would be cool in AQW if you'd have your own like guild hub. You could level it up, like fight certain bosses, go against other guilds in like an arena sort of thing, like Blood Rat Brawl but better, with like more mechanics and such. That'd be really cool if they revamped that whole system, added in more guild functionality, because at the moment the only reason to be in a guild is to be social, pretty much. You can set up yourself for like guild v guild like battles, but isn't that limited to 8v8? I'm pretty sure it is. Either way, I really like the whole guilds functionality, and I think they could build off that really well with that sort of idea. So that's a really cool idea. I really do hope they add that at some point. Malkuth Jenkins asks, what is your favorite rare armor, weapon, helm, and cape? I'd go with my set, so that's Spider Witch, the LED Dragon Blade. The cape would be the Gravelin's Doomfire, then the helmet, I just don't really have a helmet that I like personally that's rare, but that goes with my set. But I'd probably say like a top hat or something like that really big top hat, the ultra top hat thing that goes into the sky. That's a pretty cool helmet, I guess. A favorite rare shop, probably one of the Quibble shops we've had in the last few years. They've been really cool. I really liked the rares shop from the Quibble 2014, I believe. Favorite Dage class would probably be I don't know, I really like how Soul Cleaver works. Legion Doom Knight's cool and everything, but it's kind of basic, whereas Soul Cleaver is like a really interesting idea, and if they built off of that and made like it more like in-depth, and they really limited with the way their class system works in AQW, but if they could ever build off of that and make the classes more complex, then Soul Cleaver would be a really cool place to start to make like a really unique and interesting class. Soul Cleaver is really cool in my opinion. So yeah, I'd probably say Soul Cleaver or Exalted Soul Cleaver, as it is for people who've purchased it with farming as opposed to ACs. The next question is coming from iGame Ike or Ike. I don't know. It's pronounced it's spelt iGame, just like as you normally spell it. Then AICH. If you could correct me on the pronunciation, that'd be great. So the first question he asks was, what class do you like overall? I'd probably go with something like Blazebinder, really. It has some strengths in soloing as well as farming, so I'd really like that class. Why are you killing Ultra Vordred all the time? I had a couple of people ask this question, so I'll settle this once and for all. I just find Ultra Vordred an easy boss to fight, to put in the background for the video, because he's undead, and so you can use like Legion Paladin and Paladin class specifically to fight him. And so I've used Paladin class and Legion Paladin fighting Ultra Vordred in the background a couple of times because he's undead, and so as a result it's like an undead boss that you can fight with an undead based like killing class. So yeah. Would you rather buy only ACs or only membership? I'd probably go with only ACs, because you just get like a lot more rares, a lot more content and such, and usually with a member only armor there's always like an AC variant in terms of like rare shops and such. So yeah, I'd probably go with ACs. And our final question of the day is another one coming from the same guys before, Slip. He asks, do you think that they should make a Pirate Mage for the next Pirate Mage class for the next Talk Like a Pirate Day? So a Pirate Mage class would be really cool. I'd hope that Zerelda would be the one designing it. It'd have to be really interesting. I'm always for making classes interesting as opposed to OP. Like Stonecrush is an interesting and OP class, whereas Legion Doom Knight is just an OP class. Like it's just OP. So yeah, I'd really like an interesting Pirate Mage class if they had like some pirate elements where you would, I don't know, like use a cannon or something in the class, that you could spawn a cannon as an ability and like fire it or something. That'd be cool, I guess. I don't know, they'd really have to go in depth with the theme. There's no point in having a class as like called something in it and then not tying in the abilities to that. So yeah, I'd really like a Pirate Mage class. That'd be cool. Anyway, guys, that about does it for a video. If you guys did enjoy the video, leave a like. If you want to see any more of this sort of content on my channel, subscribe. This is a bi-weekly series, so every 2 weeks I'll upload this, so the next episode of this will be live in 2 weeks time from now. And remember to leave all your questions, but with a K. I was going to spell like, I don't know, spell it, pronounce it. Anyway, leave your questions in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.